Hey you guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Hope. Today I wanted to share with you guys just a reading update for the month of August. There have been some changes. There have been things that I did not expect that I would DNF or just not enjoy, things that I choose to continue on at another time. One of those books was The Words We Lost by Nicole Deese. I ended up setting that one aside for a moment because I wanted to just get to other things. I am currently, let's see, what book did I finish? Oh, I finished Duties of Parents by J.C. Ryle. This one is absolute perfection. I absolutely love this one. It was extremely encouraging, extremely concise, so that was nice. I read it during my Bible time, my quiet time. I am currently reading, my husband and I take turns reading The Tale of Despereaux to our boys at night, and we're about that much of the way through it. So loving this one as well. Finally finished The Queen, and it was a commitment, I will say. I enjoyed it. There at the end, some of the stuff, that's a tough thing I think about being a biographer as well, is you are going to research the things that maybe are most interesting to you and leave out some things that are like maybe interesting to someone else. Got a little bored there, I'm not gonna lie. Loved learning about the early life of the Queen, and just I recommend that book. I swapped out a lot of my books. I started some books and then ended up stopping them. One of those books was by Denise Hunter. It was like The Bookshop by the Sea. I will post a picture of it right here. I got about to chapter 7 and I just couldn't do it. Did not enjoy the premise, the writing itself, and some of the tropes. And I get that's why a lot of people enjoy those books, is the tropes are the same. It's a familiar story, and nothing against familiar stories and themes. I just didn't like it. That's all I have to say about that. I picked up Nova by Chuck Black, and I saw this on Chrissy's Purple Library, her YouTube channel. She just finished reading one of the books in this series. I love science fiction, and I love that there is a Christian science fiction genre. And so I had never read Christian science fiction. And so I was very excited to find out about this book, and so far I really have enjoyed it. I love the trope, and I don't think this is too spoilery because it does say, give a hint of it on the back, about two boys, or they're cousins, and sort of there's a competition, I guess, sort of trope that's going on between the two. And there's just so many biblical themes, I feel like, throughout scripture. There's duology between brothers and fathers, and like Joseph and his brothers, and Jacob and Esau, Cain and Abel, very prominent theme throughout scripture. And so that is something that really attracted me to this book. So I'm excited to see how this will turn out. But I have kind of set this one aside and started to prioritize I Captured the Castle by Dodie Smith. Dottie, I don't know how to pronounce her name. Maybe it's Dodie. This is needing to be finished in a week. This little marker, this gray marker, is where I need to get to by today. And so far, this book has made me laugh out loud. This is like her journal, and they're dirt poor. They are renting a castle, and she's living with her kind of just a very interesting mix of people, her interesting family, and it's just hilarious. The narrator herself is funny without trying to be funny, and that's honestly some of the best kind of humor. I'm reading this on Kindle and the physical copy, so I'm a little bit further in this book. And also, look at the appendix on this book. Okay, I don't want to spoil myself, but that is how thick like the appendix and genealogies are in this book. And so I'm close to being done with The Children of Hurin. So far, again, and I have mentioned this before with this book, the names and the places, you just have to accept that you don't know what's going on. And just like if you can memorize the main people in the story, you'll be all right. So far, some of the scenes in this book I cannot wait to talk about in another wrap up or review, whatever, vlog, because some of the scenes are just gonna be very memorable for me. And this is my new book that I'm reading during my quiet time, and it is Help, I'm Married to My Pastor, Encouragement for Ministry Wives and Those Who Love Them by Janie Ortland. I am a pastor's wife, and so I've had this sitting on my shelf for a long time. It's a short little book, and just really am trying to get through my Christian living TBR. And so that is why I picked this up. It's one of my thinner books because a lot of my Christian living books are just like intimidating. So I just needed a quick book to read alongside my Bible in the morning. And I also just love this color. Pink is my favorite color by far. Now onto my library haul. I feel like I just hit the jackpot with my library haul, and I'm very excited. And these are books that I almost bought in the store, but they were a little on the more expensive side. And so I was like, I just want to wait. And so one of those is Moonbound by Robin Sloan. He authored Sourdough and Mr. Penumbra's 24-Hour Bookstore. I'll just read a little bit of the synopsis. It is 11,000 years from now. A lot has happened, and yet a lot is still very familiar. Moonbound is an adventure into the richest depths of story itself from the creator of Penumbraverse, Robin Sloan. It is a deeply satisfying epic of ancient scale, blasted through the imaginative prism of one of our most forward-thinking writers. The cover is one of my favorite covers that I've seen in a long time. The next one is Lisa Joel, None of This Is True. One of my friends recommended this to me the other day, and I have eyed this book for a long time, but I just have not picked it up yet. It's just hard for me to commit to a book that I know nothing about the author, I know nothing about the premise. Sometimes like books written today are just like some of the themes in them I just don't want to endorse. And so I'm excited that I could rent this and kind of test it out, try it at the library and see what it's about. Next one I'm very excited about. I'm currently reading the first one. Forgot to show you guys that I don't know where that book is. I think it's in my living room right now, so just take my word for it. But I'm reading the first book in this series, The Rise of the Mystics, and this is the 49th Mystic is the first one in this series. I'm reading that one right now currently and loving it so far. I haven't read Ted Dekker since high school, and I don't think I've ever finished one of his books. But got the second one because I'm interested in the story. See if I can get to that one. I may have to circle back. This one I'm very excited about, and I've had this one on my TBR since before this book was released, because it was released in 2024, like maybe a month or so ago. And that is The Nightmare Virus by Nadine Brands, and the book just feels so new too. And if you are unfamiliar, this is about dream technology that goes wrong, and it's a virus that spreads across the globe, trapping people in a universal dreamscape. They call it Nightmare Virus. Kane Cross is determined to find a cure. Forced to navigate a world of night beasts, mistblades, and half-truths, Kane turns his focus to survival, so on and so forth. So excited that my library had it. That is all for the video. Thank you so much for watching, and I will hopefully see you either at the end of this month or the beginning of next one. August is flying by. I'm excited for fall, enjoying the summer weather though, but hope you guys have a great rest of your week, and I'll see you soon.
I don't know why it gets so hard